So I just have a couple of items I want to address with you. So this Monday we're having a special city council and committee meetings. We'll have Finance and Personnel Committee as well as a special city council meeting. A couple of items, some are more interesting than others. One that will probably garner more attention than it probably deserves, but one that you'll be interested in is a new ordinance so that we can execute on Governor J.B. Pritzker's executive order number 10 that he issued, which was the stay-at-home ordinance. And that stay-at-home ordinance, as you've well covered, there's essential and non-essential businesses. For those non-essential businesses, this ordinance, which is incredibly narrowly defined, just so that we can execute this specific executive order by the governor during this specific pandemic. So it won't provide future mayors broad authority, but for this specific incident and this COVID-19 pandemic, it would allow the city of Rockford to fine companies up to $750 per day if they were deemed as a non-essential business but continue to operate. Again, I'll reiterate, as I have every time we've talked about this, vast majority of Rockford businesses are doing absolutely what they should be doing and following the executive order. There is a couple of percent that I would say balance between two things. One is they just may not know the executive order and they may not fully understand it, which I would say is part their fault and part our fault. It's our duty to make sure that they're aware of it and understand it. But then there's a couple of folks, the ones that we're more concerned about, the ones that certainly know the executive order. We've explained the executive order. We've stated to them that they're non-essential. We've visited with them either by phone, electronic communication, or in many cases in person, and they still continue to operate and putting their employees and other citizens at a public health risk. And that's just something we're not going to tolerate. Right now, all the information that we're getting from the scientists and our medical professionals is stay at home is what we can do the best to help reduce the risk of public health to everyone in the city of Rockford. So we're going to take that incredibly seriously, and if we have to, we'll utilize this this ordinance, but we're hoping never to have to.
So it just kind of making sure that we know exactly what this ordinance changes. You mentioned that you can fine businesses up to $750 per day if they're not in compliance.
Yep.
Is that all that this ordinance does?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it allows us to use a financial mechanism to garner compliance, which again, as you know, you've heard me say it a million times, we don't want to do that. We first and foremost want compliance. Second, we want compliance. Third, if we have to, and we really don't want to have to, we would charge them money and hopefully garner compliance, because the absolute number one goal is everyone's public health.